Hey guys, welcome back. So in a previous video, we saw how the request module in Python works. And in this video, I will be using the request module to make GET requests to a Weather API which is available online. And then we'll make an online service in which the user can input any city and submit that, and he can see the temperature and the humidity in that particular area. So let me just show you how this is going to work. So I'll just enter some city over here. So I'm entering London, and I'll submit this form, and I'll be able to see the temperature and the humidity in London. So let me try one more area, Chennai, and I'll submit, and I'll be able to see the temperature and the humidity in Chennai. So if you want to build this application, first open your code editor, and now first I'll have to import whatever is necessary. So from Flask, import Flask, vendor template, request, and JSONify. You'll also need to import requests and instantiate the app. Okay, now you must first be able to access the Weather API. So you'll have to go to this website. So the link for this website will be down in the description. So go to API and subscribe for this current weather data, and choose for the free subscription and get the API key and sign up, and copy the API key somewhere. Okay, and let's look at the documents. So you can get the weather data for one location by the city name. So let's just see a sample API call. So this is how the JSON data would look when you make a GET request to the server. So here you'll be able to see the temperature and the humidity. So the temperature is in Kelvin over here. Alright, so after you create an account in this website and you get the API key, save the API key in a variable over here. So the API key will be equal to whatever value you have copied. So after saving it, let's create a route. So at app.route, and let me name this index. I will be returning a template over here. So it's index.html, and of course now I have to run this app. So let me just type the code for that, and I'll run this in debug mode. So let me run this file. Okay, so I just forgot one more equal to sign. So I saved it. And let me run it again. Okay, so this is the URL, and now you'll be able to see this UI. This is just a simple template that I recently developed on my own. So now we'll be able to enter any city over here, but right now this will not be functional, and I'll tell you why this is being redirected to this hashed temp endpoint. So now going back to our code, in this index.html, I have a form over here. So in this form, I have the input or here the input field. I specified the input field where we can type or enter our city and press submit. So I have the input field over here where I can type the city, and then once you submit this form will make a post request to the /temp endpoint with the city name. So I will be talking about forms in another video, but what you must know is this form will be making a post request along with the city name to the /temp endpoint. So we must first define this /temp endpoint. So at app.route, and you must specify the method as post, since the form is making a post request to this endpoint. So I will name the function get data, and now over here I have given the name for this input field as city. So now if you want to access the name of the city that the user has typed and submitted, you must do it in this way. So city equal to request the form of city. So the value of city will be saved in this variable, and now you must make a get request. So request dot get, and you must make a get request to this URL. So let me just copy this URL. So the URL would be http, and you must also specify your API key, which would be saved in the variable API key. Okay, and now you need to save this response. So response will be equal to request.get of this URL, and now the JSON data will be equal to response.json. So let's go over here and look at the response. So right now I want to access the value of the temp key and the value of the humidity key. So this is present in the dictionary called main. So if you want to access this, what you do is you need to type JSON data of main, and we want to access the temperature. You must pass in a temp key. So this would be the value of the temperature. So this is like the main class, and all of these keys are like the subclasses. So this is how you would access the value of the temperature, and if you want to access the value of the humidity, you would do it in the same way. So humidity equals JSON data main, and you must pass in the humidity key over here. And now I will be returning the weather.html file, which will be displaying the value of the temperature and the humidity. So in this file I have specified the temperature and the humidity over here, and you'll be able to see these curly braces which will contain the value of the variables. So what is the purpose of these two curly braces? These two curly braces is used to indicate a variable. So now let me just show you what I mean. So let me return the weather.html template. and I need to pass in a few parameters, and you will know why in a minute. Okay, so what I'm doing here is, over here I am specifying the variable temp and also the variable humidity, and over here I have specified the value for these two variables. So I'm just passing the values from the HTML to the from Python script to the HTML page. So I have passed in the variable of temperature and I have passed in the variable of humidity. So these two values will take the place of these two variables. Now since the temperature is in Kelvin, I have to subtract 273 from the value of temperature, so that we will be able to display it as a Celsius value. And then we'll also be specifying the humidity value on our screen. So these two values that we have passed over here will replace these two variables over here. So let me save this file. This should work now, and let me run the server. Let me refresh this page, and let me type London or Chennai. Let me go with Chennai. Okay, so now we're able to see the temperature and the humidity in Chennai. So let's go with some other city. Let's say Delhi. And let me go with Mumbai. Let's go with Kolkata. And London. Okay, looks like this value is not changing, so that must be due to some other reason. But this is what I wanted to show you. So by making an API request, making a GET request to this particular API, you are now able to access the weather, the humidity in different areas of this world, and then you're using that API response to display all the details on your website. So thank you guys. That is what this video is about. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.